Hey guys, welcome to the Cow Emporium. Back in the hills today, and I got an electric fence that's shorted out, and I got to walk down it to find the problem, and I just thought I'd take you guys along to show you what fencing can be like back here on a good day. That's not good. I'm on a chunk of fence that we affectionately describe as the half mile of hell. It's a smooth wire perimeter fence. Neighbors are on one side and we're on the other. And it runs down a half mile down through this coulee, up and down several hills, and crosses the creek in the bottom probably over a half a dozen times. You can't get to hardly any of it by any way except on foot because of the thickness of the brush, and the banks are just too steep. You can't get up and down them with anything. And we've had grizzly bears denning right in the sides of the hills down there the past couple of years. So I've got my bear deterrent. I need to go down here. I suspect there's a broken insulator somewhere. So. Yo bear! Yo bear! This is about as far as I'm going to ride the quad. I'll just park it here and walk the rest. Two steel posts on here. Looking for a wire shorting out on something. Pretty saggy here. We could use a steel post in here. So you pull the wire too tight, it'll suck the post right out of the ground in the bottom here. So there's some weights on the bottom of that post. Otherwise it'll be hanging up in the air about 12 feet if we pull the wire too tight. So the neighbors twinned the top wire on part of this fence here. They were having trouble with stuff going through it and breaking it, so that's why that's doubled up like that. All right. Go down in the bottom here. You can ride up top with the quad and look down here, but you can't really see if your insulators are broken. There's a cow bone, an old one. Ah, I bet that's the culprit there. Yeah, there's some cow bones here from goodness knows when. They're old. There's another one in there. All right, well, that's probably our problem. We'll staple it up and then we'll move on. All right, carrying on. Just looking at the tracks here. I don't see anything but deer tracks, which is good. There's our fence going back and forth, creek runs right down the middle of the fence line. You can see here. Posts are crooked, but they're doing their job. Deer and maybe coyote tracks. That's a good sign. Hills all around me. It's pretty close in here. Oh. Yeah, bear! Sneak onto the neighbor's side here rather than going around the bottom. All right, moving on. Yeah, bear! Yeah, bear! Trying to put a few more steel posts back in here every time I get a chance. Otherwise you gotta dig the wooden ones in by hand and you gotta carry everything in. So we're getting pretty close to where that den was a couple years ago. I don't think it's active anymore, but I don't want to be wrong either. Hate being wrong. Don't see any tracks in the mud. Something came through here, broke off the insulator. I'll staple that up. That's the direction I just came from. Some tent caterpillars here. Hey guys! Pretty excited. All right, keep going. We'll pop back onto our side. This fence doesn't take a whole lot of pressure because it's down in the bottom here, but it needs to be at least hot. I'm not sure what the point of having insulators on wooden posts are when it runs through this much green vegetation. I know you gotta have them on steel posts, but on wooden posts, I think it's just a waste of time, money. Yeah, I think that's the den over there. Right. Looks like it's grown right over. Just fine with me. All right, I'll staple this insulator back on and move on. Got a lot of big ant piles back here. Hey, big guys. They usually don't hurt anything unless you sit on one. Go, bear! Okay, I'm up top. I can usually check this part with the quad. That's the coulee I just came through. Corner, this is the neatest little thing. There is kind of a swamp here, which is not too remarkable, but we're right on top of a hill. Like it's got to be spring-fed or something. So there's a swamp and a little bit of dirt kind of holding this water from going back, and then steep hill going way down to the bottom again down there, which is where we have to go. And it's a weird place to have some water sit, but anyway, nice to have water back here again. It was dry earlier this year. All right, so we got to go down this valley, and the creek crosses it 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 more times. Looks like the neighbors have some heifers down in here that I don't think they're supposed to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. They were curious. Don't really want them next to our cows, but especially with the 2 strands. But I'll give her a call, let her know they're here, because I think they were moving out. These ones must have got left behind. All right. There's another creek crossing, we'll jump across. See if I can snap a picture of those guys to send over. There they go. No, carry on. I'm not sure I can jump across this. Oh, that's a problem there. Oh no, that's not a steel post. That's a fiberglass post, so it's okay tied onto that top wire. I'm gonna find a spot where I can jump across this creek so I can carry on. Yeah, I just came down that hill. They're taking off up over there. No wire on that wire. There's no minerals in that. No vitamins in the wire. Mosquitoes just started hatching last night, so. Creek crossing. See the bad tracks. Fence, another creek crossing. That was just me taking a minor tumble. We're all good. It's on that hillside there. We seen that other active den that I thought was too small for bear. Last year, Annette and I put in some of these logs across the creeks just to, something could walk right under the fence there, so trying to avoid that. I put my phone down so I can get across this, I guess. Creek goes on that way. We're almost done. Just got to get to the top of this, and then we're out of the deep stuff. Can drive into this other end. A lot of wires a little loose, but see if we can get it tightened up. Trying to see where I saw that den over there. The grass might have grown up over it. Might not be active now. And that keeps telling me to remember how pretty it is. Not what a pain in the butt it is to do anything up here. All right, almost to the end. All right, I can drive to here. This is good. So I'm gonna take the, oh, there's the den. There it is. Yeah. Oh. Neighbor's fence is hot. All right, I'll do my best to take a picture of it here. It's right in the middle of the screen there. There's kind of a horseshoe shaped clearing in amongst those willow bush. It's right at the apex of the horseshoe. You can see it. And there's tracks around it there. The grass is beat down. So I don't know if that's a bear. That's pretty big. We'll maybe come back here with the drone and try and get a better picture of it. Those are our cattle over there. We just moved them across the road last night, so they're happy. Lots of grass. A little winded, I just came up the hill. That's the valley we just came through. I'm walking along the top, going back, and there's the highway. And if you make out right in the middle of the screen, I know it's tiny, but those are those cows I seen earlier. I don't think they're supposed to be there. That might have been what the beeping was about. .5, that's 4,500 volts. We'll take anything over 3. 5 would be nice, but 4.5 is good. All right.